Hi guys, it's me, Jamie. I'm back for a video. I got a few different projects going. I got this one going, and then I got the 7-piece, coffee one. And I got that big one that I had that's like 5 pieces. That's welded tanks. It's for my man. So like I said, I have a few pieces going right now. Oh, and I have a truck. I have that truck one that I set up not too far back. But like I said, there's a lot going on right now. So I don't have like one single piece. I have multiple. I just wanted to give you guys an update. I'm slowly getting through this one. Not by much though. I don't remember where I put my paperwork for this. So I don't... Is this it? Nope, that's my coffee one and that's my truck. Yeah, so I don't know what the paperwork for this one is, so it's kind of stressful because I have to look all the way over here in the key to see what I'm placing and see what thing it is. So this one is going to take me just a little bit longer. And what I realized the last few seconds is I'm saying a lot. I usually don't do that. I don't understand. Maybe because I don't know what I'm supposed to say. So fills up the empty spaces. Yeah, see, fills up the empty spaces. So 8:23. But I'm just slowly working on this as I go. I'm not really sure. I just need to change it up. After I did that big one, gosh, why do I keep saying that's gonna drive me crazy because I realize it every time I say this sucker. So I don't know what it was about the painting, but I feel like I need to change it up a lot. I did get one of the coffee ones done. Give me just a second. It's right here. I'll pull it out and show you. Came out nice. I mean, you can't really see any of the coffee like design just because it's... Gosh dang it. There we go. Just because it's just a section of it, but I got it done. Okay. So let me close this up real fast. Move this off. So it goes like this. So it's... Stop sticking. So it goes like this. And this is like the edge of the coffee mug. I don't know if you can see it. The edge of the coffee mug right here. Coffee. So I did F, which would be this one. Which you can't see that. Why would you be able to see that? So I did F, this one, right here. See, it's got the edge of the coffee mug on it. Yeah. So I started this one. This one was a 20 by 20. It didn't take me very long. It was like maybe a week, just because I don't work on it all the time. But this right here, this part, I hated this part. And I think this part is what killed me the most about this project right here. This is confetti. Nothing but like every other one is different color. It is very confetti-like, and it is very annoying. It's very beautiful. I like the pattern of this, but I don't like diamond painting this, as I found out. It's not fun. It's, like I said, very, very confetti-like. Nothing about this piece right here, this part right here, I liked. I absolutely hated this. The coffee, I mean, it looks like there's like glare in it. Right here, like there's glare in the actual picture of the coffee. But it wasn't too bad. There's a little, as you can see right here, there's a little purple section right here. I mean, there's purple there, but it's just on the like part of the mug, because if you come down here, there's purple too. I think it's just a shadow, how the shadow works on it. This piece, like I said, took me about a week to do. This part right here, this section, not including the coffee mug, all of that, all this drove me crazy, like I said. So yeah. But I'm gonna roll this back up and I'm gonna put this in my finished products. And I roll my diamonds outward because then they have more space to lay. I mean, I've had this one rolled up for about 4 or 5 days now, and I don't know if you can tell, but I don't see any diamonds missing. If I rolled it inward, then all the diamonds would crunch together, if you know what I mean, like square going crunching together. So I don't roll it inward, I roll it outward. And just roll it up. This I am planning on putting in my kitchen when I get our house. I'm gonna have not like my very own room. I'm gonna share it with my husband, but we're gonna have like a room that I can do my diamond painting and he can do his very normally, stupid thing, where I can do my diamond painting and he can do his gaming. And it's gonna be a room just for us, not including our bedrooms, obviously. We got this nice little house that's getting worked on, and it's taken forever, and it really has. I'm thinking about probably like I'm gonna move into it and fix it up as I go. The only bad thing is when you're fixing up a house that you live in is there are periods of time that you have to go without electricity because you're working like on a wall with live wires and you need to have your electricity off for all of that. I'm gonna have what is it called? A electrician. Wow. Come in and do what he needs to do to make this electricity transaction better, because we have got to figure out what in the world is going on with the electricity. Because so we tore back the walls, and there's one spot in the house that has what's it called, a pesticide or whatever. It's where it has to be, like, special people have to come in and take care of it. So we have got to get them in. Well, I mean, we can clean it up ourselves because it's just a wall and it's not like the wall is going back. We want to be like protected. So they're coming in here soon. I think Monday they said. They're gonna come in and treat it for us and take it down and do whatever you have to do. It's a really old house, so I really wasn't surprised to find it. But when we tore that wall, before we knew, when we started tearing that wall down, we realized that there was a lot of like the old-fashioned fabric wires in the wall. So we don't know if they are like live or if we can tear them out. When the electric guy came to look at it, because he had to give me an estimate, because I'm thinking about where the electricity comes into this house is an illegal spot. It can't be there because it has to be like 6 feet above a roof, and the people that added on to the original house built a deck kind of off the house, and it's like literally like a few inches from the roof. So if there was ever a storm or anything, like a big storm, and that would break, it would fall right on that roof and it would catch fire. So I want to move the electric box anyways. So I had an electrician come in and look at everything. So he gave us an estimate on it. And when I showed him those wires, he's like, well, if you look at your fuse box, which is a mess, and I'm not joking when I say it's a mess. He says there's like 50 ground wires there. Not joking. There are so many ground wires for that fuse box. It is ridiculous. But he said it was outdated anyways, and we kind of need to update it. And I was like, well, we might as well while we're remodeling it. I mean, if you only do half-fast the job, you're only going to have a half-fast house. And then you're going to have to come back later on and do it anyway. So you might as well do it all in one shot. But I guess I don't even know where the point came from. I don't know. It's just something that's going through my head because everything that's going on, and I've spent a lot of time over there just doing work. I'm tearing down a wall that doesn't have whatever in it. It's safe to work on. It used to be a what was it? Like a bedroom, I think is what it used to be. But I don't need, I mean, if I actually made the house the way that it's set up now, I could have possibly a 5-bedroom house. I don't need 5 bedrooms. So the way the house is set up is like you have a bedroom off to the side here, but there's a hallway right here that you walk into, like it's like the entryway, and then you have this long cylinder room that is supposed to be the living room, and then you have this wide kitchen that is like cut in half dining room, half kitchen. Well, the part of the kitchen is like there's cabinets right here along this back wall, and that's all. That's all there is. And then you got a stove on this side, and you got a refrigerator that sits over here. I was like, I cannot live. And then the stairs are right here to go upstairs, so it's backed up against the stairs. I was like, I cannot live with only like 5 cabinets, and these cabinets are sloped. I don't know why, because there's nothing there to make them sloped. They're just sloped for the style, I guess, at the time. So they're really like, they're stupid, okay? So we're gonna take that whole thing out. And then, so when you hit the cylinder room, there's a door over here that leads into this like nice sized room. So what I was thinking about doing is tearing out the wall there and just open up this whole area, the whole kitchen, dining room, living room area, building the wall over so there's not that hallway that you walk through. You're just going to walk through out here and go straight into the living room. So you have the living room extended about another 2-3 feet, which it's a nice sized room. It would make a nice sized living room. And then I'm going to turn that cylinder room, which is going to not really be cylinder because it's all going to be one, but I'm going to put a table there. And then I'm going to extend my kitchen out and have a nice island. I mean, I'm going to have cabinets right up against those stairs so that it comes out. the plans I have for this house is like extraordinary. And then people always were like, well, are you gonna have enough to do that? Are you gonna have enough to do that? And da 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 da. And I'm like, it's gonna take time. It's not gonna happen overnight. I don't think anybody really knows how much money they're going to put into a house when they buy a house. But something about this house is, there's something about this house. I don't know if anybody else has ever had this experience, but you know how like when you walk into a house and it's like homey, you feel like you belong there, like this is destiny. And then you have those places you're like, oh, it's just another place. Sometimes you feel uncomfortable like putting your feet up. I mean, this house gives me that homey feeling, like this is where I belong. Like, this is where I want to raise my family. This is a home for me. It's not just a house. It has a very home feeling to it. I love this house. It's warm and it's inviting, and every time I walk into it, I look at it and I'm like, this is my home. This is like, this is where my heart beats and everything. And it's gonna take time to get it exactly how I want it, but you know, it's mine. Well, it's ours. It's mine and my husband, but I can say it's mine, because I'm going to take this home and it's going to be structurally the same, but it's going to be different all at the same time. I'm adding a master bathroom onto it because I don't like having one bathroom in a house, because not only do you not have a backup restroom, the shower gets full with all of your stuff, all of the kids' stuff, all of that other stuff that comes with having a family, which is understandable. But if I have my own bathroom, number one, I only have my stuff in my bathroom, me and my husband's, that's all. So it stays cleaner and it's easier to clean. And then the kids have a bathroom that they can put all their toys and stuff into. But if I have like grown-ups like over, like my mother-in-law or my mom, then they can always shower in our bathroom and have that privacy of the privacy that they don't have to trip over kids' toys, don't have 500 shampoo bottles to choose from. I mean, it's just there, all there. And I also like it because there are times that being a mom, you just kind of want to get away. I'm not saying I know from well, I do kind of know from experience. I'm not a mother, but I know that being a mom, after babysitting forever and a day, sometimes you need to get away. Sorry, my cat's shaking the camera. But sometimes you just need to get away. It's the best thing to do. So I personally have to have more than one bathroom. We rented a house and we had one, and I couldn't stand it. I would have my whole family over, like my two brothers, my mom, my dad, their significant others, because they're not together anymore. I would have everybody over, and it seemed like it was clockwork. We all needed to use the restroom at the exact same time. So it never, like, we were always sitting there waiting. And then, like, me and my mother, we have bladder issues, so we can't wait for 5-10 minutes. If me and my mom have to go, we have to go right then and there. There's no holding it, there's no waiting, we have to go. And it's hard when you only have one bathroom and you want all of your family together and stuff like that, and that's just, it's very hard. And I don't want to be put in that situation again. I want to have more than one bathroom. It's a must. If I'm going to buy a house, which I already bought the house, but I have a lot of land I can work with. Lots of land. It's got to have more than one bathroom. I gotta have my own. I gotta be able to, yeah. I've looked into it, and I'm thinking about putting like a half bath in, so when I have friends over, they don't have to like go to a place that just has like, I don't know, a half bath. So they don't have to go through my house. And I mean, I have all this room. I mean, literally, so I have a whole corner lot. And when I say a whole corner lot, so you got the, so say that this is the whole entire block, okay? And this is the alleyway right here. So I have like half of the block over to the alleyway and up. So I have this whole corner to work with. And this house sits like right up here in this little itty bitty spot. I mean, it's a little house. I mean, a medium-sized house. It's a normal house, okay? Like a normal, not rich, not poor, just a normal everyday house. And we've been working on that a lot. So I haven't been able to diamond paint, just because we want it done. We're tired of not having our own space. And I mean, yes, we do have our own space to a certain limit, but I don't know. We're just to that point where we are married now and we want to be by ourselves. I love having my family around me. Yes, I do. But it's really time for us to have our own little hideaway. I'm using my 6 gel placer right now because this is a large section. I know there's a lot of people that used to do the checkerboard pattern, and I used to see it a lot, like all over the Facebook page and everything. I used to see it a lot, like the checkerboard pattern, but I don't see it much anymore. I don't know if people still do them. I mean, there are people that that's the way they do things. But I've gotten to know my 6 gel placer very well. There's still times that I have to grab out my one and stuff like that. I do that. But for huge sections, because this is all this color, you'll see as I fill it up. But doing sections like this, why is this not lining up? Okay, that's weird. And this is a Huacan. I know there was a lot of bad talk on Huacan, and there was. Luckily, I think I bought this one before all the bad talk came about, because I really haven't seen any popping drills on this one. Because Huacan went through this spell of getting bad drills, and I don't know what happened. I stopped buying from them because of it, but I've had this one forever. It was supposed to be a Christmas present. I think like 2 years ago. No, last Christmas this was supposed to be a gift to my little brother. And it didn't happen. And it didn't happen just for the simple fact that my brother, my older brother, his doll got into this painting. And I mean, there were beads, drills, whatever you want to call them, I call them diamonds, everywhere. I mean, I still have a bag of diamonds over here that I haven't sorted from colors yet. These are all the black and white ones, and they were everywhere. And I know that I don't have all of them, like all the ones that got scattered all over my mother's living room, because their dog like tore into it. And it isn't like it was just sitting like this. It was in a like covered bag that you can't see through. Like, it was completely covered up. It had Victoria's Secret on it. I mean, it said Victoria's Secret, and it was zipped and everything, and he tore through it. I was so mad because, I mean, it was a nice bag and it was free. We bought some, like, I don't remember if it was the lingerie or what we bought, but we've gotten a free bag from them. We got a free blanket from them. I think the blanket was because of the bras. I don't know if you guys have ever really noticed, but I am not a tiny girl, especially when it comes to my boobs. So the only place I have found that I can get bras that fit me around, and I mean, okay, so I'm not a big girl, but I'm not tiny either. And they think if you have if you're a tiny girl, like around wise, that you have tiny boobs. That you have tiny boobs. So you got like a 30, I mean, your A cups run anywhere between, like, I've never seen anything below a 30, but there might be, but a 30 to like a 34. And then your B cups run from, I mean, it goes up. So most of the time, I'm just going to tell you my bra size, I'm not ashamed about it. So I wear a triple D, but I wear a 36. And I cannot find even a D cup, like a regular D, that is less than 40. And if I do find it, it's like a 36, and I can fit a 36, it just doesn't hold my honkers in as tight as I would like. Like around the bottom, they fall out, and it's frustrating. But, I mean, I am a triple D, and I'm only 36 around. So I need something small, and it's hard. I've gone to Target, I have tried Walmart, I have tried it all, and nothing. Absolutely nothing has my size but Victoria's Secret. And it kind of sucks because I don't really like paying that much for a bra. I pay like, I think we got 6 for like 100 and something a day. And then since my boobs have gotten so huge, I mean, I lost weight and my boobs gained weight. I'm not joking either. Everybody says, oh, when you lose weight, you lose breath. Nope, that's a lie. That is the most hypocritical lie I have ever heard in my life. Not joking. When I started working out, I was at a double D. 34 double D. Like 36 double D. And after I got done working out, losing the weight that I needed to for the wedding and everything, and so I bought my wedding dress like a year ahead of time, just because we were supposed to have it the year before this year. So my dress had been fitted already. I got it fitted, and I was like, well, I know we ain't gonna have to take it out because I'm losing weight and stuff like that. So we had to have like 5 inches taken off of the bottom because I'm short. I'm only 5'3", 5'4", somewhere around there. 5'3", 5'4". I'm a very short person. I'm average for women in America, but I am still pretty short. Anyways, so I knew we had to take off like 5-6 inches off the bottom, like I said, because most models stand about 5'11", and I'm not that tall. So we took off 5-6 inches off the top. Well, when I go in for my first fitting, we took out about 3 inches around my bust. I don't need more diamond. What am I doing? Losing my mind is what I'm doing. So we took out about we added about 3 inches to my bust area. And a year later, I knew that I was going to have it brought in a little bit, just because I had lost like 20 pounds. And lo and behold, I had to have it taken out another 4 inches around my bust. And then she brought it in at my stomach about ½ an inch. And she's like, how is that possible? And I'm like, I lost weight, I'm telling you. And then it found its way to my boobs. So it's like I didn't lose weight, but I did. The scale says I did. So I go to Victoria's Secret to get my bra for my wedding dress, because that's the only place I know I can get it. And I tell them, I was like, well, before I started working out, I was this size. And she's like, well, most people that work out lose a bra size, so let's go down to just a regular D, okay? 36 D. And I was like, okay. And we get in there, and I'm like, this does not fit. I was like, I am falling out all over the place, down the side, like the sides was blowing out. I was like, oh no. I was like, it fits me perfect around the band. The band is perfect. It's just the cup is not. And so we went up a cup because I was falling out everywhere. And that's when I realized, I was like, how did I grow a cup size and lose weight all at the same time? I don't see how that's possible. So, and Victoria's Secret's weird. So they say you have a sister size, and my sister size is a double D 30, a 36 double D. Okay. That is not a sister size for me. It is too, it doesn't hold my boobs where they're supposed to be. And it's not like they don't hold my boobs where they're supposed to be held. They do hold them where they're supposed to be held. But my boobs come out the bottom because it's not tight enough around. The 36 is too big. It just, I can put it on the tightest one possible and it's still just too big. And the 36, it's perfect. I don't have to put it on the last loop. It's literally perfect size for me. I can fit a 34 and it's on like the last loop of how loose it can go. That's the only downfall about that one. I have a perfect size, and it's kind of like my jeans. How do I go from talking about my house to talking, how do people just like translate all of this? I mean, you guys are probably like, she was just talking about her house, now she's talking about her boobs, and now she's gonna go into her jeans. I mean, I'm all over the place. That's why I'm talking to you guys. My mind is racing at 100 miles an hour. I'm gonna go get another topic. I'm gonna go get my hair done. I grew it out for the wedding, and now I'm getting it chopped off. Most of it's chopped off. Boop. I don't know what to talk about, guys. I'm going to make your guys' heads spin if you guys are thinking what I'm thinking, which is everything and anything that you can think of. Go to the side. Yep. My tray was not cooperating with me, obviously. Beep. Yep. And doop. I'm very bored and I'm alone. So I never really realized how quiet it was here until my dog left. And my husband has my dog, and he's an over-the-road truck driver, if you guys don't know. So he has my dog with him, and I really never realized how much I communicate with my dog until my dog is not there. I miss him. I love him, and I want him to come home. Very much so. Oh, so me and my husband came to a conclusion. So if you guys don't know, I am dyslexic. You can kind of tell sometimes how I talk. You can kind of pick it up. But I am dyslexic. I've been dyslexic my entire life. I've fought with it my entire life. And it's reading and writing, and with reading and writing comes speech and stuff like that. How I say things. Well, people always tell me, they're like, you have an accent. And I'm like, I don't have an accent. I'm just like everybody else. I mean, to me, I sound like everybody does. I mean, not everybody sounds the same, but I mean, I don't feel like I have an accent. So me and my husband came to this conclusion. We were on our honeymoon, and this lady told me, she was talking to me and my husband, she's like, you have a very nice accent. And I'm like, I don't have an accent. And I mean, it's not that I get offended, but I get offended at the same time, because I don't have an accent. I sound like everybody else. But my husband picked it up. He's like, you kind of do. But it's because of your dyslexic that it sounds like you have an accent, but it's just how you pronounce the word or how it comes out. Because I have trouble with some words. There are words that I cannot say right. I had a lot of problems with pronunciation. I took speech therapy for a little bit to help with it. And I think they speech therapied me. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. We practiced a lot on my R's, because I would be like rabbit instead of rabbit. It was rabbit season. But yeah, I would always use anything that had an R in it was a W for me. It made the W sound. So I took a lot of speech therapy, and I think they speech therapied me. And by that, like, my R's are very noticeable now. Like rabbit, rainbow. I mean, they're very noticeable. it isn't just a very light R. It is like, I make sure you hear it. A lot of people say I have an accent when I say orange, and I know that that's not the right way to say it. My husband tries to correct me all the time, and I hear orange, and he's like, it's not orange, it's orange, and to me it's orange. I'm like, I said orange, and he's like, no, you said orange, and I'm like, yeah, I said orange. And you can, I can see the difference, because he says at the very end, if you listen to it, orange, I have a ch at the end, and there's no ch in the end of orange, but I can't change it. I've tried. I've actually tried to break up the word and like orange, but it still comes out. If I try to say it fast, orange, it just comes out weird. And drives my husband crazy. But I do a lot of other things that drive him crazy, so the way I speak isn't relevant to our relationship. But he does spend a lot of time trying to fix my words, and I'm like, baby, you can tell me how to say it, and you can feed it into me, and I'm still gonna say it the way that I learned to say it, and the way that I've said it for years now. And it's still gonna come out the way that my brain thinks it should come out. I was like, so you can teach me all you want, it's not gonna help. And it never does. I'll say the word again, and he'll be like, that's not how you say it. But yeah, see, now I'm talking about the accent that I don't have. And that's it, guys. I just want to give you an update, let you see what I'm working on right now. I'm very alone, so talking to you guys makes me feel not alone. It's weird because you're not actually here to talk to, but it gives me something to do. And I'm probably going to sit down and probably crochet a little bit. Yeah, I'm a knack of all trades. I crochet, I knit, I do a whole bunch of excuse me, I do a whole bunch of different stuff to keep me busy. People say that one side of your brain controls your sense of like your creative side, and the other side of your brain controls like your ability to read and write and comprehend and stuff like that. Well, the reading and comprehending side of my brain does not work well, but my artistic ability side of my brain works just fine. That did not go where I wanted it to go. So this is what I'm working on right now. I got a lot of it done. I don't know if you can tell. Not really. You come from right there. I'm having sticky problems. It's not really that sticky. And I was concerned about that. I mean, look. It's not sticking. I mean, this I can barely touch. And it lifts it up over here. Not sticky right there. Why are you not sticky? I'm gonna have to get out glue. But yeah, I'm gonna put this up. But I just wanted to give you guys an update on what I'm working on, what I finished. I'm just very sad. I haven't stayed focused on one topic just because I'm alone. There's nobody here to talk to. And you don't really realize how much you talk to your animals until they're not here. My animals are souls. My cats are mad at me, so they don't want to talk to me. Although Ziva, she talks, but not to me. She talks to other people. She's mad at me. Aren't you, Ziva? Meow. Meow. So she's not listening to me. Alrighty. Well, I will let you guys go. All I did was tape these together and this down just so it stays down. But I got, oddly enough, so I didn't even plan this, by the way. This just kind of happened. But I got blue and red glittery tape on my canvas. Not planned at all. I had the blue open for a while, and then the next in line was red, so that's kind of weird. So I will talk to you all later. I am shutting everything down. Bye.